How's it going, everybody? Relentless Gaming here, and today is a very special video because it's the first video of the new tour, which is the London tour, and our new character that we are going to try to unlock once we finish this tour is the Holiday Cheer Daisy. As you may notice, I already finished the first cup, the Daisy Cup. That's because I had some technical difficulties in the last video. I did try to record it and ended up failing, so we're just going to pretend that that never happened, and this is the first video, and we're going to start with Bowser Jr. Cup. Let's get it started. Let's do Bowser, and we'll do that new carts. Cool. So I have a funny story. So as you guys may know, for those of you guys who've been watching for a while, which is probably nobody, but I work at an elementary school, so I work with kids in the special needs area, and you know, a lot of the times I talk about the job as like frustrating, and it is a lot of work, and it's mentally and physically exhausting with the type of kids I work with. So they're not like your everyday special needs kids, but they're special needs for sure nonetheless, not in a mental way. I don't know, it's hard to explain, I can't really talk about it, but I do have some funny stories I can tell that I don't think I'll get in trouble for. So yep, this is it. This is where I finally get to talk about a little bit about my work, but particularly one kid that I work with. So in my line of work, you could be a classroom aide, so you work with like all the kids in the class. You're kind of just helping out around the class, helping the teacher, helping the kids. Or you can be a one-on-one, so you work with one particular kid. There are some kids who need more attention and help than others. And the first year I was working there, I was a one-on-one. The second year I was working there, I was a classroom aide, and this year I'm a one-on-one again. I do prefer being a classroom aide because not that it's easier, but it's better because you can help around more, and I kind of like being in more than one spot. That's just how I am. It gives more variety, and I feel like I can help around more. But this year, the kid I work with, man, there's times where I'm like, man, I wish I was the classroom aide again, but like, there's times where I'm so glad I'm his one-on-one, because sometimes he can be really funny and really mean. I'll tell you guys some stories. I'm pretty sure at least the audience that is going to be watching this, who watch Mario Kart, you guys are up to date with current memes. So I can tell you a couple stories that actually made me laugh in class. So yeah, this kid actually made me just start busting up laughing in the middle of class, and all the kids are watching me laugh, and all the staff are watching me laugh and thinking I'm crazy. But before I tell you what he did, I need to give you some background about this kid. He is probably the only kid in that class who mentally isn't all the way there, and that's one of the biggest things I love about this kid, because the other kids, you can hold them accountable. Like when they do something dumb, that's all on them. But him, like, you can't really blame him when he does something that he's not supposed to. And he really tries. He really tries to do well in class and do his work and do well and make friends and be polite. So he puts in effort, and that's one of the biggest things I like him. The other thing is he is low-key really funny. So knowing that information, that he's not like fully all the way there, makes it even funnier that he does this kind of stuff, because he's the type of kid that you would really think he would just say it because of who he is, like not because he saw the meme, but because it's just who he is. But he does see the memes, and he does repeat them, and he does it in a perfect time, not in an obnoxious normal kid way, where kids just think a meme is funny and they'll go around to their friends and repeat it and laugh obnoxiously. Like he'll say it in the most perfect situations. So knowing that, let me give you my first story. A little bit of lag there. So I was working with him, and he loves to do arts and crafts. And because mentally he's not all the way there, it's hard for him to control his emotions sometimes. So sometimes when he like can't get what he wants when he's doing his arts and crafts, or he messes up or something, he might get a little emotional about it and a little angry about it, and that's normal. So he was working on his arts and crafts, and he was using the glue, and he was trying to make this sword thing. I don't know what he was trying to do, and he was putting glue on it, and it ripped. And he looks at it and he goes, "Oh!" And he's just staring at it with like the widest eyes. I was like, "Oh man, he's about to flip out. Here we go again." And then out of nowhere he goes, "They ask you if you're fine, but you're not fine." And I just start busting up, because that is not what I was expecting. I was expecting him to flip out just like normal, and I was gonna have to like try to calm him down, and he was gonna be all loud, and it was gonna upset everybody else. But he just like that just came out of nowhere, and I just started busting up laughing, and I could not control it, and I kept laughing about it. And he didn't laugh about it. There's no other kids around. He's isolated at a separate table. He's just with me. So he doesn't even know I'm paying attention to him. He's just talking to himself, and that's what he says. And he's not making himself laugh. That's just what he says. So that makes it even funnier, because he's taking these memes and he's just oh man. It's great. I don't know if it's one of those things you just have to be there, but it's so funny. And I have one more story about him, but like I really hope I got his personality intact. Like, don't picture him as your normal obnoxious kid. Like this he's not trying to impress anybody. He's just saying it. It's so funny, but it's like a meme. And you know, I'm 23 years old, and these kids are about like 9 or 10 that I work with. So you know, the age difference, you know, is pretty big, but at the same time it's not. Like by the time I was in middle school, that's when, you know, YouTube and the internet and all that stuff was being used more, and memes were being a thing, and you can spread around those types of things. So like I get it. Like I know those things, and they're funny to me. As you can see, you know, I'm still a part of like YouTube. I'm not so out of the loop to where I can't get those things. So it's just my type of humor, I guess. So when he says stuff like that, it's my type of humor. So the other thing was, we do these circles, and it's like to help get the kids more outspoken, and to help talk about more real life things, to take a break from academic stuff, because these particular kids have a hard time, you know, staying focused and staying on task, and that's fine. But so we started implementing these things called circles, where we go around and we talk about things like, okay, what upsets you, what are types of things that help you control it. And there was this one particular kid in the circle who was just being loud and obnoxious and disruptive, and out of nowhere, the kid that I particularly work with, the same kid, the meme kid, out of nowhere it just gets silent, and with the most serious look and the most serious way and the most serious face, looks straight at this kid and goes, "Stop, get some help." the Michael Jackson meme, or Michael Jordan meme. Just stop, get some help. Just like out of nowhere, and he's not cracking up. The kids aren't cracking up because they don't really get the meme, because they're still too young. He's the only one who like gets these kinds of memes, and he's not laughing about it. But then out of nowhere he says it, and once again I start busting up. The teacher doesn't know why I'm laughing. The other aides in the class don't know why I'm laughing, because I'm the youngest one in there, and the kid, Caleb, I'll have to cut that part out. But the kid just isn't laughing. He's just all serious. Like, he said it like a serious thing, which makes it that much funnier. Anyways, that's my storytelling for today about my job a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are enjoying this new London Tour Cup. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I would really appreciate the feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.